carefully.
Yeah, I think his staff needs to own his age. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think they do a good job helping out the president. And I'm not talking about it like, I'm just saying, if you are managing a president's schedule and you are managing a president getting on stage and getting off stage and getting on planes and getting off planes, and yes, he's 80. You need to be there for him, and you need to make a pathway. And you sure as hell better make sure he doesn't fall on a sandbag. And I blame the staff for that. I mean, these are the things that are going to hurt him. These are things that are going to be played on a loop. Okay? Let him do his job. Let him do his speeches. Let him work on policy. Let him do his connections in Congress, unlike any president that we've seen, I don't know, since Clinton. But my God, make sure, your Secret Service, you're his staff, that you were there and you're telling him what's next. And it's not because, don't take this as, oh, he can't even get from one place to another. When you're busy and you're on stage, and we've been on stage, right. I've done speeches, and I'm so nervous. I'm doing the speech. I'm trying to get it right. And when it's done, I don't know which way to go. And I'm looking for direction. So do a better job. Because you can't have these video images of the president tripping or the president going the wrong way. It's not going to work in this presidency because his age is going to be a factor. His age is going to be a factor.
This weekend, the president responded to internet speculation about the incident. He tweeted that the ramp was long and steep and slippery and said that he did not want to fall and give the media anything else to, quote, have fun with.
A couple obvious things, Brianna. Number one is Donald Trump is 74 years old. Obviously, his birthday was on Sunday. He's the oldest person ever elected to a first term as president. Two, we know so little about Donald Trump's past medical history. Remember, this is someone who the entirety of his medical history was a 2015 letter by his personal doctor saying that he would be the most physically fit person ever to be president. A letter, I'll note, that the doctor has since said was dictated to him by Donald Trump. So we just have very little to go on. And when you have those two things and you add it to the fact that Donald Trump, whether it's Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton, makes the mental and physical health of his Democratic opponents an issue, he did it today. He said that Joe Biden was shot and weak. That's when I think what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, it's one of his go-to things, right, that he does, where he did this in 2016. He's doing it again with Joe Biden. I wonder if you think, Chris, if the president why did he respond to this on Twitter? I mean, one could argue that he kind of made this into a big deal, and now you have more people who are actually looking at the videos.
If one argued that, I think one would be right, Brianna. Yeah, look, that video was going to get some attention. I looked this morning, and the main video of it had about 12 million views. So people would have seen it, but it was largely a Twitter story at that point. When the president of the United States goes to respond to something like that, now all of a sudden, every major newspaper, my former employer, the Washington Post, the New York Times, CNN, we're all going to cover it because